What's up, everybody? Have you ever thought about maybe just for like a couple minutes, man, just putting your phone down, and really just trying to just be in your own head? I argue that none of us are our real self right now. If you Because now when I wake up, I to stay off my phone as long as I can. I try to do it as long as I can, okay? And something I really picked up on, I'm at peace, bro. When I'm like not on my phone, I'm at peace. And I'm able to focus. I'm able to do things. Like I didn't touch my phone for like 3 hours today after I woke up, dude. Now I got so much shit done. I got a lot of house chores done. I got up about 5:30. Went to the gym. I was reading the whole time because I don't want to say I was bored, but like I guess I was, and that's what made me, read. And while I was reading it, ironically, I'm reading a book about just being okay with being bored, and us always like chasing comfort, and things of that nature. And while I was reading that, I'm like, man, like being bored, like it really ain't that bad, bro. It's really not. Like, you need to be bored to actually know who you are. These phone algorithms right now, bro, on any social media network you're on, bro, and even YouTube is guilty of this. But everything you go on, bro, this algorithms, they're controlling you, bro. It's the closest thing to like mind control that you could ever think of. Think about this for a second. I've asked a couple people this. Get off the phone, or at least get off all social media networks. Delete them all. Stay off of them. YouTube's the only one that I still recommend people keep around because you can use it for educational stuff as long as you're careful. Because that YouTube algorithm be dangerous. That YouTube algorithm, takes me down these rabbit holes, bro, that I honestly would never go down without any of the influence, without them, like recommending it to me. I've gone down some weird ass rabbit holes from YouTube. I developed whole new hobbies, from watching YouTube and getting pushed all these YouTube videos just to one, like finally, try to take part in a hobby. And I'm like, bro, I don't even like this shit. And that's the problem with these algorithms, bro. They're creating, just mindless zombies, bro. And everybody's this way, dude. And everybody, and it's so rare to find somebody that's not spending all of their time like on their phone, bro. Everybody's on their phone. I went to the store this morning, before I was messing with my phone. And since I didn't have my phone on, I didn't have my AirPods in because I usually like have my AirPods like everywhere that I go. Because for so long I've been convinced I hate people and I hate the public and I hate the world in general. Come to find out that's not even what it is, bro. I don't even hate the world. I don't even hate people. I hate people because I see how people act online, and I apply that to the real world, and it's not how that works. But I was out at the store, and I realized, bro, like everybody's on their phone. Everybody's on their phone, and I almost had, and I was more aware of it this morning because I didn't have my phone, I didn't have my AirPods. I had almost 3 people run into me, because I was watching them. They're just looking down on their phone and almost ran into me 3 times. Didn't get a sorry, didn't get an acknowledgement, nothing. They're walking with their phone. They either see your shadow or they see your foot coming, in their peripheral. They look up and they look at you like you're crazy because you're in their way. And then they just go around you and go on about their day. They go right back to looking at their phone. It's depressing, bro. And the more you become aware of it, the more, you know, you're just like, why do we do this? Why do we do this? And the people that are younger, I feel bad for you guys because y'all never even really got to experience it. And we're really getting it now to where 5-year-olds with iPads and phones are going to be adults one day, bro. And I honestly, I do not I don't even want to know what they're going to be like. I don't want to have to deal with them because it can only get worse, bro. And I also realized, not using my phone, my anxiety levels are so low. My depression levels are so low. Because you know what YouTube does, and what Facebook does, and what Instagram does, and what anything, even fucking Spotify will do this, where if I'm depressed and I click on a video or a song that's about anxiety or it's about depression, I start feeling depressed. And then, since I clicked on a video about anxiety and depression, guess what happens? They start recommending it more to me. So it's like artificially keeping me depressed. Now, when I'm like feeling bad, feeling, anxious or depressed, and I notice, I'm starting to get fed this shit, I put my phone down, I put it away. Ironically, and I just go off and do something else. Ironically, I'm no longer depressed. I'm no longer anxious. I'm starting to realize a lot of the things that I struggle with, and I imagine it's like this for everybody else, you really don't even have that many problems. You have a few problems, and then the algorithms feed into it. They feed you more shit. It confirms your feelings, because you're like, oh man, everybody else is depressed. Everybody else is anxious. I've been listening to it for the last hour. I'm really fucked up. And now you're freaking out. Now, here's the other part. Now, you go off and you look at videos like, how do I feel better? Blah, blah, blah. When you start going off to that, guess what? Now your algorithm's pushing all that stuff to you. Then you get no answers because you've watched like an hour's worth of shit and you have no answer to the original problem. So now you just cycle back to feeling depressed and feeling upset. And then YouTube just keeps feeding it to you. Facebook keeps feeding it to you. Instagram keeps feeding it to you. What other social media algorithms are out there? I don't know. But y'all need to get off of them. I can tell you my life's way more peaceful, when I'm not on them. And I can tell you that I know a lot more people that need to do that. They need to get off the phones. And, you can't even like go out to dinner with people anymore without everybody being on their phone. It's the most and I hate it. And I've always been this way, even when I was like heavy into scrolling social media and just watching videos and, just constantly, listening to music, having the AirPods in. When I would go out to dinner, I would have it in me to put that shit away, to put my phone away, not listen to a video. Now, dude, sometimes when I go out to dinner, with a group, or if I'm eating food with somebody, people are like on their phones, bro. Like, we're right here. Like, talk to me. And then they're like scrolling on their phone. And one time I had a family member at a family gathering send me a text message. But like looked at me, was like, like, hey, check your phone. I check it. He just said something stupid. It wasn't even anything that like needed to be said in private to where you're scared like if anybody else could hear you. And I just called him out. I'm like, bro, you literally could have said that to me. Like, why do you feel the need to text me that? It's ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? And, it's shit like that. Like, we are so programmed to communicate through text messaging, through like Facebook, Snapchat, things of that nature. Now, when you try to get somebody's phone number, not even like in a dating sense, like getting a girl's number or getting a guy's number, not even anything like that. It's just like a friend, whatever it may be. They'll be like, oh, just message me on Messenger. I'll be like, bro, I don't have it. And then they're like, what? They're like, well, do you have Snapchat? No, I don't have Snapchat either. Okay, well then how are we going to talk? Your fucking phone number, bro. We are so gone that even regular texting is starting to get out the way. People would rather talk to each other on Snapchat and on Messenger. Like, why? I don't understand. Just use your fucking phone. Use the phone number. No, they look at you like you're crazy if you want to communicate through like regular text messaging. Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy? Just because I don't opt in to use all these fucking services with these crazy ass algorithms on them. And now I'm really getting tired of it because I was hanging out. I was hanging out with this person the other day, and we talked about something. I can't remember what it is now, but we talked about it. None of us had our phones out, and in an hour and a half, they were getting ads about it. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, bro. Like, I don't know. Everything's listening to you. You know, everything wants to know everything about you, so they can best advertise to you, so they can do whatever they want to do with your information, so they can sell it, give it to other people, and it's just a huge cycle. You know, everybody's a product on these damn phones, and I am starting to become more aware of it. I'm starting to clear out all my accounts. You know, I'm not like using it as much. I just don't care. And I got other goals in my life, you know, things that I want to do. Maybe it's just because I'm getting a little older, and you know, just I don't want to be involved in this shit no more. I feel like a lot of other people don't either, and they're just not aware of it. But believe me, when you get off this shit, it's like you have a whole new life again, bro. I felt like a kid the other day because the Black Ops and Black Ops 2 ports came out. I know I've been talking about not playing video games anymore, but bro, these are my two games that I put the most time in. Sorry. You know, I had to get it, got game shared to me. But I turned off the phone, I turned off all social media because before I used to never be able to play a video game without some type of background noise. And that's how you know it's bad. I needed YouTube, I needed music, I needed something. I didn't do that. I just opened the game, put the headphones on, and just played with the audio from the game and got immersed in it, bro. 4 hours gone like that. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. But it is what it is, bro. And you know what? I had more fun. And you know what the crazy part is? Is it might be pathetic that I wasted those 4 hours playing a video game, but like I didn't feel bad for it. I feel bad when I'm on YouTube for 4 hours, or I feel bad when I'm on a social media site for 4 hours. I hate myself after it. Not after the game, though. You want to know why? Because I was fully immersed in it and I was having a great fucking time on doing it. You know, it was a video game that respected my time. It's not that garbage that we have now. I hate all modern media, and I mean that with every fiber of my being. I hate it. I hate all modern media. I hate modern video games. I hate modern music. I hate modern sports. I hate modern TV. I hate modern advertising. It's the worst. It's just it's everything has been injected with this bullshit. And here's the worst part: us older people, it don't matter, you know, but the kids are growing up on it, so that means they're going to be used to it and they're going to know it, and it's just going to be around. It's never going to go away because it's ingrained in all the kids' minds now, you know, and it's just how stuff evolves, I guess. And unfortunately, you know, I wish I didn't have the memories of what life was like before this shit. I wish I was like those. I wish I was like the kids are now, because at least then I wouldn't hate everything. Because the only reason I hate everything now is because I remember what shit was like before all this bullshit. And I honestly would do anything to get it back. But even if you get off all social media sites, you know, you just use your phone to call and text, you still ain't going to get away from it because everybody else is using it. You know, you can't get away from it. You can go to live sports events, but everything's advertised at the sports events too. You see it everywhere. Everybody's going to have their phones out, you know, and then you look like the weird one when you say you don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. Like when and like concerts, bro. When I go to a concert, I'm fully invested in the concert. Everybody else got their phones out. They're watching the concert through the phone screen. Why? I always thought that shit was crazy. That's all I got, man. If you guys are addicted to your phones, man, get off of them. They suck. Trust me. They're stealing your time. You know, we're all going to die one day. Do you really want to be on your deathbed and be like, damn, I really just wasted all of my time for nothing? With that thought, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.